Today we're talking about two of my favorite things in the world, Mean Gene Okerlund and hamburgers. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe below. Also, click that thumbs up button and share this with a friend and everything else. And let's go. Mean Gene Okerlund, my heart warms by seeing this man. I love this dude. I met him once. I got a picture with him, and when I met him, I had a shirt on that I had bought like at Walmart that said Jack Daniels, and he's like, one of my favorite cocktails. And I just was like, man, I love Mean Gene. Mean Gene is Mean Gene all the time. Towards the later stages of Mean Gene's wonderful life, he decided to get into the hamburger business. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. It's not exactly the most direct route that you would have taken in those days. Today, there are a lot of ghost kitchens, which we'll talk a little bit about. This was not that. Let's rewind the clock way back. So Mean Gene Okerlund, a star of the 1980s, he was the number one interviewer in the WWE, known for his bald head and his mustache. I mean, a character, you know, a rhyming name, always a good thing, but just a super character and kind of the guy that, like, no matter where you were, you look at that guy, you feel like you shouldn't trust him and you trust him at the same time, which is awesome. So Mean Gene Okerlund was following the footsteps of a handful of celebrities that had sponsored different products, leading to today's ghost kitchen stuff. But you can go way back. I mean, you can go way back. But if you go back at least to the 60s, you find Roy Rogers. Roy Rogers was a very famous cowboy, and people knew him everywhere. And it was not Marriott, it was the Marriott Hotel Company. They wanted to put out a fast food joint. They said, hey, let's call up this guy, Roy Rogers. He's a very famous actor. Everybody knows him, and we'll get him to kind of be our spokesman for our fried chicken franchise. Boom, it went well. There's a fish franchise that wants to start. They're like, oh man, it's 1960s at this point. Well, who are we going to call? And they call up the guy who's in Mary Poppins, Arthur Treacher, make Arthur Treacher's fish and chips. So the idea of a celebrity being the voice, the spokesman, the Ronald McDonald, if you will, for a chain, that had been done before. Mean Gene very specifically got into this. He had two nephews that they were of the entrepreneurial age where they said, hey, we want to start our own fast food business. And so they reached out to Mean Gene. They said, hey, we want you to be the spokesman, the voice, the name behind our burger franchise. But as you'll see, unlike, you know, the people behind Roy Rogers or the people behind Arthur Treacher's, there wasn't a unified vision. And so Mean Gene Burgers, I don't think they're going to be ever coming back. But let's learn about what they were before we learn about how they're gone. Mean Gene's Burgers. I mean, that I'm driving through. That's the perfect sign. All right. Now you're like, what? The hottest pizza deal on wheels? And it's Mean Gene's Pizza. And there's Mean Gene. He's on roller skates. This, to me, reminds me of the rock and wrestling cartoon. If you guys haven't seen this, man, you are in for a treat. Pull this up. The rock and wrestling cartoon, they had Hulk Hogan, Junkyard Dog, Roddy Piper, Big John Studd, Mean Gene Okerlund, a few other characters, Lou Albano, and these characters would be animated, and they do these very silly stories, good guys versus bad guys, and Mean Gene was the most annoying paparazzi in the history of paparazzi. So him rolling up to Roddy Piper, wearing his roller skates, holding a pizza, like I can almost him, Mean Gene, pizza delivering Gene here, and Roddy being, I don't like you. So that's what I think of. But yeah, what is Mean Gene doing? Why is he selling pizza? They started diversifying before they even had their market share in any way covered. All right, here's the next thing. Better burger, better bun, better try one. Now, Mean Gene, that's a rhyming. And then better burger, better bun, better try one. You got to rhyme there. So this is a guy, he's leaning into the rhyming part of it. I don't blame him. They did have a drive-through. There it is. And just the bow tie. I mean, like, even if you don't know what or who Mean Gene is, there's so many things going on here. It's contradictory. You're like, he's mean, but he looks like he's very professional. He looks like everything's going to be very tidy, but it also seems fuddy-duddy and boring, not as cool as somebody named Mean Gene. His image is very interesting. All right, so here are some of the things we could have gotten if we were around to go to Mean Gene's place. All right, we can get a hamburger for $4.50, but if we want it double mean, it's $6. All right, we got cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger, Cajun burger, all-star burger, deluxe, a Western burger. I wonder if they have a picture. So this is the all-star. You got pickles, you got mayo, I think. You got a tomato, you got some cheese there, some good-looking lettuce. Don't call the number. I don't think they're around anymore. Honey mustard chicken. All right, so we got to get to the okay. So honey mustard. So this is what we got. This is the range. All right, so let's learn about what's in the middle here. We got chicken wings, chicken sandwiches, mega wraps. All right, what's it? Hot dogs. All right, the side dishes. You get your egg rolls, your mozzarella sticks, your nacho supreme, onion rings, regular fries, mean size fries, a cookie. You can get a mini cookie, a mini muffin, and a big cookie. What is going on here? Why are we doing this? Why do we have regular fries, mean size fries, mini muffins, big cookies? We need to pick a metric of size. If mean is the biggest, we have to stick there. We cannot have a big cookie. We have a mean cookie. Beverages, we got regular soda, mean size soda, a king car. What is a king car? They're like, we have regular size, which is this big, mean size, which is this big, and then king car, which is the size of a car that a king would drive. I don't know what this is. We got Assam tea, Gatorade, bottled water, domestic beer, and imported beer. All right, good. I'm glad all of this existed. What's next? All right, we got to zoom out. Here's a look at the counter. These were put in, a lot of them at college campuses. These were really just taking any available space that was already selling burgers and kind of being like, we're the, Sodexo or any of these companies that will come in and there'll be a cafeteria for a company or a college or something. That's what this is. They were just trying to be a company that could serve just about anything. So they had Mean Gene's Grill. There's some pizzas. Look at Mean Gene. He's right by the diesel fuel, just like, come on, you need this burger. You've got Mean Gene's Pizza, and here's a shot of pizza. Not well attended, Mean Gene's Grill. But again, they were just doing anything. You can get it at the C-store. There you go. Mean Gene's Grill, right with, what is this over here? They've got our off-sale bottle shop. I mean, Mean Gene, he told me he would have liked that. All right, here is a Mean Gene Burgers t-shirt on the most misshapen mannequin I've ever seen in my life. If you look like this mannequin has like something growing off of him, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, Mean Gene's Commitment. Now, this is a thing. Roy Rogers used to have this. I'm having trouble making out the first. Let's see, maybe if I zoom in. Yeah, it looks like it says Mary Carey, but I think it's Mean Gene. Mean Gene, he was professional wrestling, broadcast journalist. He likes straight talk, plain dealing. Mean Gene never backs down. He always tells it like it is. Mean Gene is skipping. Let's see here. He's skipping in between the big burger boys, bringing common sense and meal value to restaurant business. Mean Gene's commitment is simple. when you walk into Mean Gene's Burgers, you're going to get USDA approved 100% ground beef, flame broiled, prepared fresh, and ready when you are, guaranteed. A burger so tempting, so juicy and delicious, Mean Gene says it's the burger that says bite me. He's like, it's so delicious, it's so juicy. It's got an attitude problem. We can't let it work the register. It'll be like, hey, bite me. We're like, no. Hey, why be so rude? But that was Mean Gene. So they had one of these. I remember at every Roy Rogers when I was growing up. If you see the video I did where I went to a Roy Rogers, they have a sign like this, picture of Roy, and it's like, I think that quality is a really good roast beef sandwich. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh man, here's a picture. Mean Gene's got nuggets. Mean Gene doesn't know what to do. He's got a burger. He's committed to USDA beef. He wants beef that's been inspected, and he's ready. He's ready to commit to that. But he also kind of wants to make pizza, and he sort of will make these nuggets as well. Mean Gene, just focus. We need one size, regular. We need then mean size, and then we need burgers and we need fries. That's it. Nothing else. But no Mean Gene. Mean Gene Burgers. Mean Gene Express. He's like, I can do it faster. Here's Mean Gene. This is from one of the commercials for the place. There's him. I think that's his nephew on the one side. So that's great. Mean Gene Burgers. There you go. You get your food wrapped up. This was Mean Gene's business card. Mean Gene is not here anymore, so please do not call Mean Gene. This makes me think of these ghost kitchens today. What they'll do is Mr. Beast and a lot of other people, they will make a deal with a restaurant that's open but having a little bit of trouble, and they'll say, hey, we will provide you with orders, you just need to fulfill them, and we'll use our celebrities. So that's what was happening now, but this was a slightly different twist on that. So this is what Mean Gene did. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. If you did, please follow another video right up here. I guarantee you'll like that. And YouTube says you're going to like the video right here. Do you like this video? They say you do. So I don't know. You choosing the one I say, because I say you like this one. And YouTube, oh, no, we like that. I don't know. All right, I'll see you next time.